Frieren, Beyond Journey's End, episode 21, we receive the flashback of Frieren meeting Siri for the first time. Flamey and Siri know each other. This connection is how Frieren met Siri. And before I continue, go hit the subscribe button. After you subscribe to my channel, go give this video a thumbs up. We learn Siri taught Flamey. Siri decided to teach Flamey magic as a last-minute decision. Flamey is here to introduce Frieren to Siri. Siri likes Frieren. She can tell Frieren is strong. Siri tells Frieren she will give Frieren any one spell she desires. She knows almost every spell ever written in almost every grimoire. She will be nice to her student Flamey and give Frieren a spell because she approves of Flamey teaching magic to her. Behind Siri are a ton of grimoires. She has read and learned them all. Frieren says she has no desire to be given a spell. Frieren says magic brings joy by searching for it. Siri tells Flamey her student sucks and should not be taught magic, all based off of Frieren wanting to learn magic herself and not be given it. Frieren lacks ambition because she doesn't desire a spell. Siri knows. Flamey tells Siri she believes Frieren one day will defeat the Demon King. As the audience, we all know she does. Flamey still wants to teach Frieren magic. Siri views this as a direct attack on herself. Flamey says Frieren is more likely to defeat the Demon King because Siri doesn't imagine themselves living in a peaceful world. Frieren's different view on magic can allow Frieren to imagine a world of peace. Siri is not happy her student is not listening to her on not teaching Frieren. This is why Frieren will never be a first-class mage, and maybe why Frieren did not come to stay up to date on the magic mage organizations. Siri hates Frieren for a decision Flamey made, as well as Frieren didn't want to be given a spell, she wants to learn them herself. Siri, who is in charge of the Continental Magic Association, does not approve of Frieren's ability to know magic. Frieren convincing Fern to take the first-class mage exam was smart. In the present, Frieren asks why Deacon doesn't care for the first-class mage certification privilege. He says exactly what Frieren told Siri. Deacon views the joy of magic is by searching for it. Frieren agrees and tells him she is happy with the answer he gave. Both Frieren and Deacon find joy in discovering spells to learn. Having someone do all the work for you, they both think is not fun. We've seen change to Lewine, Kani, and Reichter. Lewine uses ice magic. Reichter is able to avoid being frozen. Lewine uses ice. Kani uses water. Both are the same element of needing water. Reichter uses earth. It is a fight between two element magic users. This fight between elements reminds me of Avatar: The Last Airbender. A few years ago, I did a short video on Avatar. I do plan to do one long video on Netflix version of Avatar on just should you watch it, yes or no, and then me ranting the whole entire video about what was good and what was bad in Netflix version of Avatar. YouTube, comment everything you think about Netflix Avatar so far. Reichter has more mana than the girls. He should be able to potentially win. He says Lewine and Kani know nothing about the history of magic. Reichter mentions how defense spells were developed against Zoltrak is highly resistant to magic. Its effectiveness against physical objects has stayed the same. This over time is enough to defend against monsters and warriors' physical attacks. Magic is used for attacking and defending. Modern attack spells have a trend to control physical objects. It is because defense magic in the modern world is weak to the magical physical attacks. Reichter has an advantage in this fight. Reichter will have his attacks all from physical objects to win. Kani and Lewine are knocked down and get back up. They want to keep fighting. Lewine says if Reichter loved to fight to give the girls a history lesson about it, he would be fighting them near water. I don't understand this line at all. It makes no sense why Reichter would want to fight them by water. I mean, he would lose. So I don't understand that whole entire one line right there. We've seen change to a fight that will be easily understood. Frieren and Deacon are both powerful mages. Deacon is the first to use a more powerful spell. As Frieren is stuck in a fire torpedo, we learn the barrier around this testing site was created by Siri. This is a perfect setup for Frieren to break the barrier, proving she is more stronger, and she does later this episode. Frieren is uninjured by the attack. Deacon attacks her again. It does nothing. Frieren attacks and wins. Deacon is out of mana. Just like Fern's fight, the opponent is surprised simple spells beat them. Sometimes basic skills are better. This was a short fight, but very powerful. Frieren won, however she needs to still get the still. Deacon will not tell her where Lao Yufin is. Why would he? Can't Frieren find her on her own by sensing mana? Frieren brings Deacon to where Lao Yufin is and says if she doesn't hand over the still, she will kill Deacon. Deacon tells Lao Yufin to stay hidden. Frieren has no intention to kill him. She is setting up a trap for Lao Yufin to use mana so Frieren can know exactly where she is. Because as of right now, Frieren just knows Lao Yufin is somewhere in the area, but doesn't know the pinpoint location. Lao Yufin ignores Deacon's warning. She will be a hero and save Deacon. It doesn't work. Frieren had the still taken from her. She will not have Deacon taken. With this, Frieren has won her fight and got the still back. We learn Deacon wants to become a first-class mage because his homeland is further north. Only first-class mages can go north because of demons. Deacon just wants to visit home, to visit a grave, and that is so cute. I feel so bad for Deacon losing. Reichter will still fight even though he saw Deacon lose. As they fight and Reichter is still winning, we have our foreshadowing event with Frieren breaking the dome barrier. I knew it would happen, and it is so pretty. Siri instantly knows the barrier was broken from the shift of magic. Siri has a funny line on, "This is how you say hello after 1,000 years." Because of Siri's grudge against Flamey teaching magic to Frieren, Frieren doesn't get the first-class mage certification. This first-class mage exam is about to be good! Let's go! It is raining outside. With the barrier gone, it is raining inside. Water allows Kani to use magic paired with Lewine's ice magic. They are set. From this fight, Lewine and Kani win. Frieren is proud of them for winning. Reichter gets washed away from the water and ends up by Deacon and Lao Yufin. They are all defeated. Lao Yufin breaks the tree and this frees Deacon and herself. There are 2 hours left until sunset. Deacon says this group is not giving up yet on stealing a still. We've seen change to Yubel, who is surprised Fern only uses basic magic. Yubel and Fern talk how they are annoyed Frieren broke the barrier because they are now wet. Oh, boo-hoo. Yubel asks Fern what spells she can do. Lan tells Fern she should not be revealing that. They will all be enemies in round 2 of the exam, so they need to keep their skills secrets. We've seen change to Deacon, Lao Yufin, and Reichter have found a dead body and 2 alive. This group is disqualified because not all 3 members will be present at sunset. Deacon will take their still. All of the men do not have mana. Deacon will fight with his fists. Oh snap, let's go! Lao Yufin is the only one with mana, and she will wait for an opening to steal the still. The other 2 men have lost, however this is still an exam. They will not lose their still they worked hard to catch. We see the 6 groups who have passed the first round. All of these groups had to fight to either keep their still or to steal one from another group. The second round of the exam will be in 3 days from now. The second round will be the focus of episode 22. The second round is going to take more than 2, probably even 3 episodes. YouTube, comment below on your thoughts on this first round of the exam. I thought it was really cool that Frieren broke the barrier. Like, that did look pretty in the anime. And it is not a surprise our main cast, Frieren and Fern, are moving on to round 2 because they are the main cast. So they at least need to make it to round 2, if not round 3, because they are the focus of the anime. However, I do know both of them make it to round 3. So there's nothing to worry about in round 2 if either Frieren or Fern are going to lose. Go subscribe to my channel, and I appreciate the support you are giving me. Go check out other videos I have made.